Soccer or football, you can call it whatever you want. But did you know that the monthly estimate cost of running a successful professional football club in South Africa is between 5 to 7 million a month? And with that said, contrary to what most of us think, running a PSL football club is far from being profitable. And unsurprisingly, one or two football owners are looking to sell their clubs year after year. For an example, in 2020, we painfully witnessed the history of Bidvest go down the drain just a year before it celebrated its 100 years anniversary. And then a beloved community club, Bloemfontein Celtic, was sold shortly thereafter. Several other clubs have been sold before that: Highlands Park, Platinum Stars, Prestige Stars, Black Aces, and in most cases, the owner cited financial issues as the reason for selling. And in the last season, we witnessed Morocco Solos and TS Galaxy struggling to pay players' salaries, revealing the hidden harsh reality of running a football team in South Africa. And prior to the start of this season, Morocco Swallows inevitably sold their top flight status to Marumo Gallants. And according to Swallows owner, the PSL monthly grant of 2.5 million was insufficient to cover even the club's weekly expenses. So this is how it is. The monthly grant that PSL clubs receive is 2.5 million including VAT, which leaves it at about 2 million, and clubs typically play 4 games in a month. 2 of them are away games. So when Orlando Pirates travels to play Amazulu in Durban, the players and staff flights all come to 200k. You're then on top of that add accommodation and food for the team. This will cost another 150k. And there are also some costs involved in using a stadium when you host, which can come up to 250k. And hiring a bus is an additional 20k. So that brings the cost of 2 away games to around 700k and a home game in the region of 550k. So this means that in a month, with 2 home games and 2 away games, the club spends around 1.5 million before salaries, and salaries can add up to 3 million, putting the monthly total cost of running Orlando Pirates at close to 5 million a month. Meaning some club owners have to dig deeper into their pockets to supplement the 2 million grant from the PSL. So after every month end, most PSL club bosses generally count their losses. It is a real struggle and supporters do not understand. It doesn't make financial sense. We do it because we love the game and we want to give back to it, even if we are not getting any immediate returns. I don't blame those who want to sell because they would rather recoup their money and walk away, said one club owner. Club owners continue to advise that it is not wise to own a football club in South Africa unless you have sponsors. Sadly, local football is not yet looked at as a business, so it struggles to attract sponsorships. Of the 16 PSL clubs, only the big three, Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns, enjoy the most sponsorship. Pirates and Chiefs have the mobile operator Vodacom as their franchise sponsor, which is thought to be a healthy amount. Adidas and Kappa are technical kit suppliers for Pirates and Chiefs. The two Soweto Giants also share the betting company SuperSportBet as a sponsor. And on the other hand, Mamelodi Sundowns has at least 5 sponsors and the backing of their billionaire owner, Patrice Motsepe, and it is said that the defending champions spend in excess of 14 million per month on its operations. The club's highest earners reportedly pocketed a net salary of 600k. And while we fans always complain that these teams need to do better, we don't actually understand how much it costs and takes to run a football team in South Africa. The only way South African clubs would compete with teams like Sundowns is if they find alternative means of income for sustenance. Sundowns have paid as much as 50 million for a single player from overseas. That's how much their investment can go. If you were to remove the funding from the owners, none of the South African PSL teams would survive. Even the PSL executive Madlala also acknowledges the financial challenges of running a club and says that they always pray for a season in which clubs do not pull out. A good example is what is happening with Mamkhize's club. And last season, Swallows failed to fulfill 2 successive fixtures due to a player strike, and the strike was triggered by the club's failure to pay out salaries before Christmas. The simple truth is that the business model of running a professional football club in South Africa is fundamentally flawed. This is mainly due to lack of sponsors and poor stadium attendance. Moreover, the instability caused by the frequent sale of club statuses has made sponsors even more hesitant to invest in clubs, with the risk of clubs disappearing overnight. Sponsors are therefore more inclined to back established giants. A club owner who started off in the lower league division and only gained promotion in 3 seasons will spend over 70 million in those 3 seasons at the club. Running a competitive top flight club in South Africa costs up to 75 million in a single year. So clubs with no sponsors won't survive in the PSL, or they won't do as good as Mamelodi Sundowns or Orlando Pirates.
Watching on, hoping that Bullet scores. We'll have a juicy rematch with the Sundowns, and he goes in down the middle. Top 10. It's Pirates that have pass yet again on penalties, and Black will come against Kaizer Chiefs. But that's the nature of the beast. Someone's gonna lose when it comes to penalties. Someone's gonna miss.